Hello, this is day 20 of recording a video every single day for 100 days. A fifth of the way through the challenge. I am very sorry if I am hard to hear today, but I am trying to be very quiet as it is currently 11:42. I have left it very late to do this because I was at college for most of the day and then I was hanging out with some of my friends, which was very enjoyable, but it means that I've got barely any time to do this. So today might not be an interesting watch. Well, all of them aren't, probably. So anyway, if you're watching, thank you. Hello, how's your day? Are you enjoying it? That sounds very nice. Anyway, the main item I wanted to talk about today was flexibility. I think one of the most important things for me is that I want to be able to have a flexible future, and that's not physically flexible, although having the splits would be sick. I mean mentally, financially, and time-wise flexible. So I mean having the capacity to go on trips with friends, to take some time away from work, or to work when I want to work instead of working 9 to 5. I think that's a very constraining career. However, I wouldn't mind it. It would give me something stable, something to work on, but I would much rather have something where I've got the flexibility to control my time a lot more rather than having my time controlled by someone else. Now, this is nothing against 9 to 5, and I would also probably enjoy working a 9 to 5 just as much, but I think the ability to control your time is one of the most freeing things ever. Whether that means, now for me, that means having the ability to work when I want to work, which also includes the major component of having the financial resources to work when I want to work instead of having to work, because it means then I can't get trapped in a dead-end job. I can't get trapped in a job I don't want to do. You know, if I don't have the money to take time off to go do things I want to do, then, you know, what's the point? I want to be able to get out there, live a little bit, take some time to go traveling and not be absolutely financially destroyed. And one of the things that's helped me is looking at, you know, financial freedom as a concept. So that's basically not having to work unless you want to. So the ways you can do this is you can have a savings account or an investment account that's interest accrues the amounts you need to survive and get by, so that you don't have to work and you can just live off of the interest, which is a really, really cool concept, but it takes a lot of work and a lot of money and a lot of knowledge to get there. For example, if you did this with the S&P 500, that is around a 10% return. So say if you realised the lowest amount you could live off a year was 30,000 a year, which in the UK is somewhat achievable. I think it's possible. I think there are many people that do it. So if you were to earn that, you would need to have 300,000 in an S&P 500 savings account to get 30,000 a year, as it's about 10% ish here or there. And even then, you wouldn't want to take out the full. You wouldn't want to take out the full 30,000, as then if it's a low year, or it's not always going to be 10%. So you can never be too sure on the growth. You know, there's some other risk factors involved. So it's not 100% accurate. So maybe you want to take something out close to 5%. Well, then you need about £600,000 in a savings account. I mean, this is all theoretical, but if you want to work towards freedom, you sort of got to know what that freedom means for you and what that flexibility means for you, and find out what you think is important for yourself. You probably can't even hear this. You probably think I'm rambling on, and I am, but if I'm rambling on, that's what you're here for, so goodbye.